I did find some seedlings that I can show you. This is parsley, and it's way crowded. You see these little dead leaves. You can just pull these off. It's pretty beat up, but it'll come back very quickly, actually, once it gets separated. Normally, I would just go ahead and separate these and stick them out in the garden, but it's still April, and we got snow. Now, see, here's one that's just come right out of the ground, and I think that's not salvageable. But let me show you. So you just take them out. Don't worry about it. Tip the pot upside down. And these shouldn't have been even, those seeds shouldn't have even been planted in that. You can see all of this is extra soil that doesn't dry out quick enough, which is one of the reasons these things look so sad. But the way to do this, I actually am going to put them back in it because they're going to take off well enough so that they'll be taking up the moisture, and that's the important part. They need to take up the moisture, and this is going to be a challenge. So see, you don't have to worry about it. Get the dirt off so that you can pull them apart without really hurting them. And you know, it's not a bright sunny day, it's cloudy. Now see how they come apart? Just gently jiggle them until they come apart. Oh, there's one. And you know, if you have to feel like it's breaking, it's fine. So here's one. Here's two. That's the one that doesn't have any root at all. I'm just going to throw that on the ground so I don't get it confused. Here's three. And it looks like there's about 6 of them. And you can just see, just like that. Now, the other thing that's going to help, and that a lot of people have trouble with, here's another one with no root. I'm tossing that one as well. Get used to tossing plants. That isn't what I was going to tell you, but it's part of it. Now, this soil seems a little wet, so I'm going to take a little bit of this dry and mix in with it for a minute, just so I can handle it a little better. If it's that wet, it's easy to compact it around the roots, and you don't want to do that. Even a little more dry would be helpful. There. See how loose that is now? You certainly don't want it dry. Don't make that mistake either. But so now I'm going to put some back in the cup and tamp it a little bit, not a lot, because what you want to actually do is leave enough room in this pot. So I'm going to take some out. Leave enough room in the pot so that the water stays in it and soaks down, doesn't run over the top. All right, here we go. Here's one. And you can see it plants up to here. All of this, there's a little, all of this needs to go in a hole. So there's 6 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And make them nice and deep. You can just wiggle them in there and press them in. There's one. Oh, I don't like this one either. But here's what I'm going to do. This is a nice, sturdy little start here. So I'm just going to take these leaves off, all of them. And that'll give the root a chance to get a second wind. And I'm betting that's going to be one of the best parsley sets of the bunch. Here's another one. Well, this is nope, there's 2 there. So that's number 3. Just stick them right in there and press them in. And, you know, any of these leaves can come off. It's going to benefit because there's a direct relationship between the top growth. I'm going to take them all just to prove it to you. and do another video later and show it to you. There's a direct relationship between the root and the top. If there's too much top, the root can't support it. So you take the top off. The roots take a deep breath and then they just shoot. Now we'll get 3 more. Here's one. And here's a dead leaf. And here's the big old leaf, and I'm just taking it off. And here's another. Just like that. And here's the last one, and it also, look how sad these are. So take it off. Take it off. Believe me. Just believe me. It's going to shoot right back up. In fact, I'm going to even take that off. Now, you can see that this is that deep. So, when you go to water it, I'll get my can. Water stays in and goes down, and you don't even have to. I have had enough experience, so I know how far down that water's going to go, and it's going to go far enough to water the roots, and that's all we care about at this point. Later on, we're going to have to water it 2 or 3 times to give it enough water. But anyway, here's parsley for supper after a good bath. So I have this cute little thing that I can do videos with. How cute is this going to be? Let's see. Boom. And I think, well, look at that. Look at that. I can draw plants. Whoops. Maybe green plants would be better, huh? Green plants. And then if I do something wrong, I can erase it. And I can explain things all winter until the ground can be plowed. Very exciting.